Hello Virgo, my name is Jason. Thank you for visiting my channel. This is your general tarot reading for the second half of July 2019. It's a general reading, could be about love, career, any burning questions you have. You'll know in the first couple of minutes if this is resonating for you. If it isn't, or even if it is, please go ahead and check out my readings for your moon and rising sign, particularly your rising sign I find resonates so much more strongly, at least for my readings. But for now, Virgo, you go into this period with the Judgment card. Fantastic. So it looks like there's a decision coming up for you, Virgo, where once you make it, there'll be no going back. But I'm feeling it'll be a chance to redo something that you've done before, which wasn't quite successful. You tried something perhaps years ago and it wasn't successful, so you're trying again, whether this is about reconciling with someone, starting a new venture. I'm feeling it's also like a family decision here. You'll see here the family in this card is rejoicing, and so you won't be the only person happy about this. So there'll be some kind of judgment, karma coming back to you, which all the love and work that you've put into something in the past, it's coming around to give you another chance to try this. And it won't just be you which will be successful, it'll be a lot of people around you. So what a beautiful card to have. It's some kind of rebirth, but as I say, once you've made this decision, whether it's like leaving town, for example, or trying a new business that might not have been right a while ago, but the planets have aligned differently now, it's feeling like this is protected and it's the right time for you, Virgo. Excellent. Now, your challenge. In your challenge position, you have the World card. So the World card is all about learning your lessons and making your move. The World card, you'll see it's number 21 of the Major Arcana. This is the end of the cycle and we go back to zero now. So you've learned some lessons and it's time to move on and not block the flow of something. So definitely you have gone through, and there's been some suffering I'm seeing, Virgo, also some really deep hard suffering, but you've come through it by valuing yourself, engaging with spirit and really asking for help. And this card, the World, is in your challenge position, which is now asking you to take that next step. You might feel like you're not ready, but the message here is that you are ready to move on and begin a new chapter of your life. Whether this is about some arrangement or agreement that you've had with someone, perhaps something to do with family, or whether it's just about a part of your spiritual journey, this card's also asking you to step up somehow, step up to the next level, I'm feeling, and to be truly prepared to take on the challenge of the next cycle. That'll make sense to someone, but generally it's a beautiful card. You're okay to be vulnerable. The challenge is to take that next leap of faith. It wouldn't surprise me if the Fool card turned up. Look, it's try not to get stuck in the past. Something's telling you to move on, and it's time to really embrace that. In your hopes and fears, you have the King of Cups. So the King of Cups is like, I'm feeling like the perfect dad kind of energy here. So there could be a male or a male energy in your environment, and they have something to say, or they have something to do with a decision that you're making. And you might be just a little bit concerned about the way they might take it. It's almost like you respect this person so much, you value their opinion, that you might be letting them interfere with the way you're doing things just because you're so worried or concerned about how they might see you. This is a card of Cancer, but this is a very mature energy. They know how to control their emotions, and perhaps there's something you want to say to this person and you're not sure how they'll take it, because I'm getting the feeling from this person, this card, that people never quite understand exactly what they're thinking, because they have these emotions, but they keep them to themselves most of the time. They know pretty well when to hand it out and when to take it and when to hold it back, that kind of thing. But because this is in your hopes and fears position, there could be someone that you're just a little bit worried about their opinion and how they might receive a certain message that you've got or something that you do. But remember, it's just a hope and a fear, so I wouldn't be too worried about what they feel or think, because your intuition will be your best guide anyway. In your best attitude position, Virgo, you have the Seven of Wands. So you'll need to be standing your ground on something, some kind of agreement that you'll be going into, some kind of negotiation. You might need to compromise a little and definitely look at what the other person has to say. But at the end of the day, the Seven of Wands asks you to stand your ground. You have the high ground here. You are above those other people. So there might be a group of people you're working against, whether it's an organization or some ex-partners or something like that, and you'll be feeling the need to stand your ground. And the cards indeed are saying, make sure you don't back down. You're in a pretty strong position, and see yourself as in a strong position. That's very important to realize that you have a strong position here, Virgo. And yeah, that's coming through very strongly. You make sure you realize and internalize that you are strong and you have a pretty good position, certainly as much as powerful as anybody else involved in this, whatever it is. Okay, and the outcome, you have the Ace of Swords. Beautiful. So after all this negotiation and new beginnings, you're going to have clarity. The Ace of Swords talks about finally a clear path where you've just cut through the jungle and you can see now where you're heading. It's a beautiful card basically for finally clearing up anything that might have been a bit murky for you before. And it comes with it a sense of celebration, a sense of victory, and a sense of opportunity to move forward a bit more freely. So definitely very optimistic, and there are new starts coming. I'd just like to clarify that. I haven't been clarifying many cards this week, but look at that. Okay, so there's some more responsibilities coming for you. So whatever this contract is that you've been working on, or the agreement, yes, there will be more responsibility, but you'll be able to unload that or use it to your advantage. The Ten of Wands here talks about the end of a cycle, really. So when we get the 10, it's both, yes, you've got lots of work, and yes, you'll be allowed to unload some of this somehow. And because it's with the Ace of Swords here, you're going to be quite clear about what stays and what goes. So pretty promising, really. I'm very happy, Virgo, that you are finally deciding to stand your ground. I think you know this. I think you really realize the importance of seeing yourself as a victor after perhaps letting someone else take a little bit too much advantage of you, and now you're really starting to stand in your power. So look, thanks very much for watching, Virgo. Please like and subscribe. Leave me any comments of how this resonates, and I'll hopefully talk to you in a couple of weeks.